Before we go to the next most important item, which is the election of Mayor, as all of you know, I'm standing down from the position, but I'd like to just say a few words. So, councillors, general managers, staff, ladies and gentlemen, my 12 months as the Mayor of Ryde have now come to an end, and I am proud to say that I have honoured my commitment to this great city in achieving a true strategic direction focused on organisational and financial objectives. When I took on this leadership role, I promised to address major issues such as the state government's Fit for the Future agenda that had Ryde recommended for a carve up to our east and to our west. I also said I would be at the forefront of implementing a strategy to deal with the significant infrastructure backlog, even if that meant making some unpopular decisions. Into the future, I also advised of my determination to put Ryde on a greater business-oriented footing, to develop plans for income generation and to ultimately reduce our city's dependence on rates and therefore the public purse. Finally, and most importantly, I promised that the Twin Towers redevelopment on the Civic Centre site would not be revisited, but redevelopment had to be put back on the agenda in a way that would engage the community and get an outcome with which we can be proud. In answering these challenges, I have not swayed in my determination to succeed, and I must thank the excellent support of staff, my fellow Liberal councillors, Councillor Jeff Sylvester Martin in particular, and all of you councillors for having some faith in my vision. Tonight, as I leave the office of Mayor, I can say my idea of a regional model based on centres of excellence with neighbouring councils and with significant help from our talented staff has resulted in a joint regional authority proposal that I am confident will rescue Ryde from being carved up between two mega councils. Ryde endured the pain of austerity measures and implemented a special rate variation which will meet the challenge of a substantial infrastructure and maintenance backlog. We made this happen by bringing our community on board. We now have a highly advanced business model for income generation, where already we have identified many tens of millions of dollars in additional income. This is and will take place through changes to our voluntary planning agreements with developers, our own opportunities for improvements and development of our assets, sale of laneways where they don't benefit council in any way, additional service offerings, new opportunities with commercial providers and so on. We have also put key worker housing on the agenda as part of the VPA process, which meets a social need as well as providing some income for our city. And finally, back on the agenda is the Civic Centre redevelopment, where community engagement is central to the process, and an international design competition, once only the province of councils such as the City of Sydney and Parramatta, now has a place in Ryde, and why not? At a professional level, I am proud to have been Mayor of Ryde and to have led this city through a difficult period. We no longer have the dysfunctional tag linked to this council of several years ago, and we have created an extremely bright future for our city through good management, talent and determination. As Mayor of Ryde, I have tried hard to focus on the main game, which is to represent the best interests of our residents. There has been a financial cost to my business, which I knew there would be, and some personal costs. This has not been a job for the faint-hearted, but I know I have stood strong on my lifelong principles of fairness, honesty and determination. I said 12 months ago that my term as Mayor would be for only 1 year. I am keeping to that commitment. My final comment is to my successor, whoever they might be. I wish you well. You are coming into an extremely important and sensitive time for the City of Ryde. Stand above any of the negativity you may see out there. Walk tall and with conviction. Work with our brilliant General Manager and staff employed by this council, and do not be distracted from the vision that is making this city the greatest it has ever been. Thank you.